Welcome back to It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison, and I'm your host, Liv. Thank you for coming back, especially after that last segment where I admitted that I didn't know what a duck was and that I was going to stalk my new friend JW in a national park that he was not in because I was in Virginia and he was in Texas, but I didn't know things can be named multiple things in different places. So thank you for returning. And what's really exciting is I have an in-studio guest. I get so excited when people come into the studio because number one, we don't get to see people all the time anymore, or there was a long time we didn't. And number two, because this is one of my favorite people that I've ever met. If you do not own something from Providential Co, are you even Catholic? Like, I feel like that should be that should be a new like segment. Are you even Catholic? And then we say things that are so Catholic that if you like don't have it, we need you to return your card. Like, we have to laminate it and things like that. Guys, this is a joke. You don't actually have to own anything from Providential Co to be Catholic. That's not in the catechism, but we will write the Vatican about it. But anyway, Providential Co is an incredible company, but what is more incredible is the woman behind it. And if you don't know Tricia, you're going to. She is such a lovely human. If I had a studio audience, they would be cheering so loudly, you wouldn't even be able to see and hear her because the sound waves would like distort her face. Everyone at home, listening, watching, whatever you're doing, clap with me. Tricia Dugat. Woo! JW, go nuts. That's right. He's throwing things on the set. It's getting wild in here. Well, give him a second, Tricia. Just give them a moment to settle down, take a breath.
Thanks. I'm thoroughly embarrassed. Thank you, Liv. That was amazing.
You've never had that type of welcome.
I haven't. No, it was very generous. Extremely generous.
It's an incredible audience. I mean, we have an incredible fan base and thousands of people. So we're going to break the internet just like Texas is going to break ERCOT with our like power usage of AC. If anybody knows what that is, look it up.
Don't get me started. Okay.
Are you actually, let's ask you this. Are you originally from Texas?
I am. Although my husband would say otherwise.
Why? What does that mean?
I'm from El Paso, which is on the tip.
I just made a not so nice comment about El Paso. And you were so
glorious. I thought you knew that.
I did.
Okay.
I not when I
maybe
made the comment.
Forgot. Okay.
I did forget. That's hilarious. We were just saying places in the United States that are the quote unquote armpits of those places because we mean that by heat.
Heat, just
the heat factor.
Yeah.
And your armpits are warm.
Yeah.
That's a warm area.
Right.
We mean that in a loving way. You add fragrance to that.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing.
Yes.
Anyway, I just called El Paso that of Texas. I was trying to save it. It's
not the first time I've heard that, although, yeah.
I'm not new and original. Okay, I totally forgot you were from El Paso.
Yeah.
No, but welcome to Houston. I'm glad you made it here.
Well, I've been here longer actually than I lived in El Paso, which is weird.
Is that weird for you?
That makes me feel old, but
Does it? So why did your husband not count El Paso as Texas?
He says it's New Mexico.
That's fair. Oh, that's really?
Trail. It's not New Mexico. I mean,
you wouldn't know, except that they put a sign that says, "Welcome to New Mexico." That's the first hint you have. Oh, something's changed. Fair. Well, because it's all brown.
That's true. It all blends together.
It does.
There's actually a restaurant there. It used to be there. I don't know, but haven't been there in a long time. But one side of the restaurant was in Texas. The other side of the restaurant was in New Mexico. It was called the State Line. So you could dine
and walk back and forth.
Yeah, you could be
it's like the Floribama bar, just like it. El Paso for spring break, everybody. That's
the destination.
We're gonna call the travel bureau there. We just saved El Paso.
Totally. Yeah.
Do you know about the Floribama bar?
I don't.
Okay, me neither.
Okay.
My dream is to go there, actually, but I'm not cool enough. But it's a bar, okay, on the Florida, right, Florida, okay. And then Bama is Alabama. So it's on the line. It's on the Florida-Alabama line. Okay. But it is a spring break destination. I think people have to write their names and addresses on their arms with Sharpie.
Oh.
I don't think you need that at your restaurant in El Paso.
It's very low-key compared to that. Yeah, just barbecue and, yeah.
So if you want to save spring break, everybody, El Paso.
Yep. This is an official plug.
The longest I've ever talked about El Paso my entire
That's probably the longest you ever need to talk about. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's fine.
There's a place in my heart for EP.
I love it. Now, you guys, okay, is the Mexican food better in El Paso than it is in Houston? Are you serious?
Is that even a question?
No, I am being so dead serious because the Mexican food in Houston, when I go to New York, the only food I will not eat in New York City, and I'm saying this out loud, is Mexican food.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay, right? You validate that? Okay,
oh,
so
absolutely.
What are you saying about El Paso?
Authentic, delicious,
really? Amazing.
Chilies, like chilies that
it's
people
a different
cook
thing.
with over there that we don't. Yeah,
we're too Tex-Mexy. Is that kind of the thing?
Yeah.
But do you guys have queso? And people who don't know what queso is, it's melted cheese. Listen, whatever guy said we should take cheese and melt it.
Yeah.
We should all clap for him.
Yes. Way to go. Thank you.
And in Texas, we eat those with tortilla chips.
Yes.
By
in
the
abundance.
gallon.
Yes.
Yeah. It just keeps coming. Every restaurant, even Chinese restaurants, you get there and there's tortilla chips on the table with cake. That's not true.
No.
But there should be.
It would be cool though.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Would be so Texas.
You're at a French restaurant and there's tortilla chips with queso. We're like, we really like this here.
Yeah.
Okay, so but do you have like the white queso? You have like a different kind, I'm guessing. No, you have the normal yellow, all the chemicals.
Yeah, probably. That's probably accurate, but with more stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. So what got you to Houston? I want to know how you got here, Tricia.
I moved here for school. So
Yeah.
I went to art school here after a kind of failed attempt at school in New Mexico. So I did go to school in New Mexico. I went to New Mexico State for a year.
But you were so smart. They said you should go elsewhere. And you were like, thanks, New Mexico. Is that how that went?
No.
You wanted to pursue art.
I did, yes.
Yeah, and New Mexico just has, New Mexico, El Paso has like, I did say New Mexico in the I
UTEP.
did. I just said that, didn't I? It's the same word.
Yeah.
It's different. You wanted to do different art.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to make this happen.
They didn't have what I needed there anymore.
I like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And El Paso was a lot different back then. It was kind of
brown. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you can't get anyway. But yeah, it just
Didn't have what you needed.
Didn't have what I needed.
So
and I had family here, so my mom and I kind of packed up together and
came this way.
We did.
What do you think of Houston? That didn't go at all how I thought you were going to respond. That was so fantastic. You're like, well, how long is this segment? How honest can I be? Houston is, well, we're not helping Houston at all. Yeah. The Travel Bureau just can't, they're going to come in and be like, so we're going to have to shut you down. People stop coming. No one comes here for vacation, let's be honest. So we didn't hurt anything.
There's some great things about Houston. I will never get used to the humidity.
It's bad.
Ever.
Yeah. It's very sticky.
It's sticky. And probably people who have followed me on Instagram for any amount of time have seen me complain. Like, I'm grumpy in the summer.
Oh, with the heat? Well, I'm really glad we booked you for an in-studio for... We'll book you for February and see what a difference it makes.
Right.
Which then it's only like half the humidity. It's still ridiculous. Yeah. Like we just all the time. So where are you on Instagram actually? Do you only have one like Instagram?
I do.
Thing?
I deleted my personal one. But yeah.
Oh, did you?
I did, yeah.
You deleted it?
I did.
How do you feel about that?
I feel freer.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, just like 2 months ago, but they make you wait like a whole month before they'll actually delete it. So in case you change your mind, they're like,
did you get a note? Like, does someone come to your door? Like, does like Steve Jobs come back and he's not with Instagram?
No.
I don't know IT people. Okay. Who's the Instagram guy? Is there a name?
It's Zuckerberg, I guess, ultimately.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook.
So Zuckerberg comes to your house with Elon Musk and they come in a DeLorean.
They do. Yeah.
Okay. And then they knock on the door and
they're like,
say,
are you sure? Mm-hmm. Are you sure you'll be cut off from society if you delete your account?
You go in a black room and they zap your eyes and you forgot everything.
Yeah. You're like, oh, well, why would I ever think about deleting my Instagram?
That's hilarious.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're feeling free and you're loving it. You're not regretting your choice.
Not at all.
Okay. So you just have a professional account.
Just the professional account. Yes.
And how is the company going? Because here's what I want to talk about. Lots of people don't know this, but Tricia and I we were really close for a long time. And then the pandemic happened and life happened and things happened.
Yeah.
We used to meet every week.
Pretty frequently.
Every week for coffee. And I bet most people would be like, you guys know each other? We never like posted on Instagram. We kept it to us.
We did. It was our thing.
High five.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now you're probably like, why are you telling everyone?
It's time. It's time people knew.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're not on a personal account, I can say it to the world. We were really good friends. No, but it was great because we would meet at I don't know why, of all the places. Oh, no, I do know why.
Yes.
I know why. Because you have some children.
Yes.
You have a few.
I have a lot of kids.
How many kids do you have?
I have 5,
Yeah.
1 in heaven. So 6 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Luke, my little 10-year-old, he's 10 now.
Is he really?
Yes. I don't know how that happened.
I don't either.
But yeah, he loves Barnes and Noble.
He does.
And
He
there's
loves Barnes and
one
Noble.
literally outside of our neighborhood. So we would go there. It's maybe cheating because he would just go and read.
He was babysitting.
all of the books, all of the science books.
But he would just sit and read, and we would drink coffee forever. And we were like, no, that stack of books wants to babysit you. Go back over there.
Yeah, go read. Have you read that section? I mean, it's kind of like a library, right? I don't know.
And we thought so. I'm shocked that they never asked us to leave. But what's so great is that and I never thought about this, but we would dream together while we were there.
Yes.
That's really what we did.
We did.
And we didn't like plan it. We didn't like vision board it. We didn't like say,
No.
this is our dream. Da-da.
It was spontaneous.
It was. And we would just end up. And here's what's really crazy. And you brought this up before we started this segment. I did not realize that I shared a dream with you and I'm living it.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you, but you're living a dream that you used to talk about. And I want to talk about that. Like, I think that's so cool that both of us, and we haven't been in touch because of pandemic and life, are now doing the things that we used to talk about at Barnes and Noble.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's coming true.
It is.
I'm so proud of you. You have this incredible book, but you don't have it with you, do you? Because it's not made yet,
It doesn't
right?
physically exist yet.
Okay, so let everybody know what this dream is, what you did, who it's with, and all the things, because this is what's so cool about it. You started a Kickstarter campaign that I'm going to call viral. I'm making it up. Okay. I don't know what I think it is, but I'm going to let you tell everybody what I am talking about. And then I'm going to brag about you and it's going to get really embarrassing. And J-Tubby's going to throw more things onto the set. So please bring up to date everyone else that doesn't know this incredible project that you are working on.
Okay. So for the longest time ever, like since I was a kid, actually, honestly, I've wanted to illustrate children's books. And, you know, my path just has meandered all over the place. Anyway, this past spring, Corey Hyman of Likeable Art, who is a friend and previous collaborator on another project, reached out to me and said, I have written this book. It's about the Light of the Saints, or it's called The Light of the Saints. It's about the different saints from around the world who experienced God's providence in these beautiful ways. And it's really fun and interactive. This is the concept behind it, that you shine a light behind the pages and it reveals how God, you know, interacted with this saint, this particular saint, or manifested his glory.
You put a flashlight behind the page and it glows through the page.
It'll show new elements that you can't see.
That you can't see without the flashlight. Kids are going to lose their minds.
Yeah, it's such a cool concept.
Oh my God. And camping, JW is going to want one.
Yes,
when he's
going to need to take one to the forest.
So when a bear comes, he can shine St. Francis of Assisi in his eyes and be like, get out of here, bear.
That's right.
Is that your plan, JW?
I'm not sure I would go that far, but yeah, maybe something like that.
He does not want to be a part of this conversation.
He's like, I don't know.
Maybe some campfire tales. That'd be
Okay, so this book sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds really cool. How did you feel when Corey reached out to you?
Oh, I was just like, this is so amazing and providential. I mean, God just kind of put this thing in my lap, you know?
That is so cool.
And yeah, I've had a blast working on it.
It looks amazing. I went to the Kickstarter when y'all first announced about this. So, okay, like now when people are listening, which this is going to air in July probably is when it's going to drop, can they still get the book, or like is the Kickstarter over? How's the Kickstarter work? Because you guys were like, hi, welcome to our Kickstarter. We hope to make $10.
Yeah.
We want to sell half a book to our moms and dads and our neighbors and our kids and, you know, my pediatrician.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's what you thought, right? And then you guys blew up on Kickstarter.
Yeah, it was so cool because you just never know what to expect, right? So we put it out there. Corey is a master at video editing, and he put together this video. He literally had me just record these little segments, and he pulled this video together that just blew my mind. I was like, this is so fun. And that's really a core component of a successful Kickstarter, is selling it through the video, because people, they want to see the story and engage with that.
Yeah. They want to be a part. I think people like being part of something from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For
They're
sure.
like, yeah, I got my cool hologram sticker because I bought it this level.
The stretch goals. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we made these stretch goals, and, we would talk every week or so. Corey's big on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And I am like the most introverted, awkward person.
You are so introverted.
Yes. And so he would FaceTime me, and I'd be like, I don't have any makeup on. Cool. Hey, Corey, like my glasses on, and I'm like, hey.
That's hilarious. But you did it. But you got through it.
We did. And we were like, we're going to do these stretch goals, and we'll just see what happens. And our original campaign goal was the 12,000.
12,000, which that's a lot of money.
It's a ton of money. I mean,
were you so nervous? Were you scared?
Yes.
For real? Like, you really didn't think you were going to make it?
Well, I think he was pretty confident that we would reach the goal.
Okay.
But we didn't anticipate that it would be in 8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours. Day one, 8 hours, $12,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I feel like that's a viral. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like there's a name for that out in the internet. I don't know. Like, I feel, okay, so, but what are you at now?
I think we got up to 62,000.
So
we reached all of our stretch goals. And that Monday before our campaign was over on Thursday, we talked and we're like, we probably won't reach the final stretch goal, but let's just try to reach out one more time. And boom, it just happened, It
happened.
Yeah.
You guys, that is so great.
Yeah.
I bought 20.
Yeah. Liv is always supporting me.
Listen.
So generously.
Oh no, because I'm a huge fan. Y'all, I am like such a fangirl of Providential Co. It's like unbelievable. I have every candle you've ever made, which I love that you got into art. It's true. I got to know this. If you don't know her work, you do. I love the pennants that you do. I now have more jean jackets, so I need some enamel pins because you've got some pins.
I got you covered.
You've got candles. I don't know. You were having a love-hate relationship the last time we talked about the candles because she was all Laura Ingalls back there, like dipping dye and making lye soap. Like you make your own soy candles.
I was making them myself. Yes.
Are you still doing that?
No.
Okay, because here's the one question, Tricia. This is the real reason why I asked you here. How in the world do you decide what a saint smells like?
That's a good question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you do that? Because you get these great candles and then you're like, oh, this is fir with eucalyptus orange blossom. I made all that up. She probably has used none of that. So how do you do that?
I have actually. No, some of them are very obvious. I mean, Our Lady of Guadalupe rose, duh.
I was like, what's in Mexico City?
Yeah.
I was like, taco trucks?
Nobody wants a taco truck scented candle.
I was like, chalupas? No, roses. This is why I don't own a Catholic company at all.
The Tilma.
I'm with you, friend. I'm with you. I see where we're going. Got it. Apparently, I'm not on your what is that called? Whenever you send things to people and they try it out and they give you back like feedback. Like I'm not on that panel. So I would have said taco truck, and you would have been like, so we're gonna let you go.
That's a cool idea, but
okay. So Our Lady of Guadalupe is easy.
Yeah.
Who else?
I found this really interesting fragrance blend from this company that has frankincense in it, but it's not just like straight frankincense. And I promise you, it smells like the incense at Mass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And who does that pair with? That fragrance goes
I
with
use
what?
that for my victory votive, which is like my most popular candle of all time.
Really?
Yeah. It's got Christ on the front and then Mary and St. John on either side. So as you rotate it, it's screen printed.
Oh, cool.
And as you rotate it, you can see them, and it's just gold, one color.
I love that you went to gold with a lot of the things because it's just so, I don't know, regal.
It's so Catholic.
It's so Catholic.
Yeah.
Again, not on the panel for choosing the products. I was like, it reminds me of Meghan Markle and Princess Diana. And she's like, that's not at all what we were going for. We were going for the Vatican.
The Vatican.
Okay.
Or the ancient temple. I don't know. But yeah, some are more obscure. Like,
yeah. What's the weirdest, I don't know, most interesting combo fragrance
Probably St. Jude. I had a St. Jude candle for a while, and I used some sort of blend that was kind of weird.
How did you decide how to
funky.
do that? Get the flame. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's really hard
because
because
smoky thing.
You want to be reverent, and you want to help people to
And
kind of get
connect.
in that headspace.
Yeah.
So it is tricky, but the company that I work with now that pours my candles for me is in Houston. You're in Houston?
Nice.
Yes.
Look at
Yeah.
you supporting local.
Local business. Yeah, Foxfire Candle Works.
Cool.
is
So you
their-
don't have to do that anymore.
I don't. And they have worked with me. Actually, I'm very excited because they worked with the local chemist to make a duplicate chrism fragrance that I got from an abbey in Minnesota. No, Massachusetts.
Sounds
Sorry.
good.
Yeah, Massachusetts. I don't know the map either.
It's a
I don't know.
geography night.
It
That's what
is.
we're doing.
Yeah.
This is everyone's
No
gonna go home
trivia
knowing
on
a
that.
state.
I will fail.
Are you kidding? They got a chemist to find the chrism of.
They made a
Tricia,
duplicate.
This is intense.
It is very intense, but I've wanted to have a chrism candle forever because every Catholic pretty much.
Listen, that's why you get. I think
Every
that's why some
Catholic
people
loves
baptize
chrism.
their babies, just so their baby smells like
They
that.
just
They're
smell their little
the
head all
bonus
day.
is eternal life, but also
Right.
your baby smells amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's guys. This is not. We are very pro baptism for the right reasons.
Yes.
So,
We love
but I do
baptism.
love the smell. Chrism is absolutely amazing.
It is amazing. And this particular abbey in Massachusetts has their own proprietary blend, and it's got just some really interesting notes.
Jeez.
And so they took this and they made a candle friendly because you can't just pour any oil into a candle
Yeah.
and like you might ignite your whole house and then
Hadn't thought about that.
I don't want to be liable
that
for
seems
people's houses going up.
expensive.
Yes.
So, okay, before we close out.
Uncharitable at the least, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. You should be kind to people that buy your
Right.
products.
Yeah.
Before we end this segment, because I'm going to bring you back because I want to play. I'm not going to play a game with you. I want to do my first sketch comedy with you. What do you think about that?
I'm so excited.
Would you be a part of that? But here's the one thing, and I want it very quick because JW is going to yell at me, and we want to keep him happy. Cool and happy are the goals. Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes.
what was it that gave yourself permission to be extraordinary enough to let go of your social media and let go of this candle pouring yourself, letting someone else do it? What was it? What was the permission that you gave yourself to be extraordinary in that place for yourself?
I just had to trust God in telling me that I don't have to have my hands in every part. I can relinquish some of this and he will take care of everything. I'm leaning into that very heavily this season of just trusting more and more, handing it over to him because he's going to lead it in the best way possible. So
I love it. That's a great way to end this segment. Tricia, I'm excited for you to come back. I might look different in this next part. So if you're not watching and you're listening, we're happy that you are listening, but you might want to tune in and watch this next part.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'll be describing a lot of it to you. But you're listening and watching It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison.